Hi, this is Fern of Wise Stars Astrology, and today I've got a video for you about how to find the sign on a house cusp. So I'm assuming you already know how to enter data, birth data, into a free chart service like astro.com. But if you don't, please email me or contact me, and I'll send you a video I've made on how to do that. So finding the sign on a house cusp, and we're going to be focusing on the sign of Aquarius because both Jupiter and Saturn have just moved into Aquarius, and so I want to help people figure out how that's going to be affecting their chart personally. And to do that, we need to find the house that Jupiter and Saturn are moving into right now. And to do that, we need to find the sign Aquarius, which house Aquarius is on the cusp of. So you're going to need a birth chart, either yours or somebody else's, to practice this. And I'm going to pop up this sample chart I've got for you. And when you look at this chart, you'll see that there are 12 houses. Everyone has 12 houses in their natal birth chart. Each house rules a different area of life. And what we're looking for is the symbol or glyph that is Aquarius. And so it can be really helpful to learn all the symbols or glyphs so you can see which signs are on the cusp of which houses. But just for today, we're looking for Aquarius. And many of you probably know already, but for those of you who don't, Aquarius is the glyph that has wavy lines there. So I'm going to highlight that for you. And this is Aquarius right here, the wavy line. So we're looking for this line right here, which denotes the house cusp, the line in front of the 8 or the line in front of the 7. That is the line that says this is where the cusp of this house began. And the symbol or the sign there is going to be the sign that rules that house. And it's going to be the one that's before the number. So the line that's after the number shows the next house cusp. Where this can get a little confusing is that when we look at this symbol, here's Aquarius, and then we look at the number, and it says this is 12 degrees. We see that little dash right there, that means it's degrees, and 51 minutes. Every sign runs 0 to 30 degrees. So what this says is that there's 12 degrees of Aquarius that are actually in the 7th house. Even though the 7th house is ruled by the sign of Capricorn, and it begins there at 25 degrees and 56 minutes, it goes 25 degrees of Capricorn until 0 Aquarius, and then Aquarius actually starts in the 7th house. But the 8th house is the house that Aquarius rules, that it begins the cusp. However, if we're trying to figure out which houses are being affected right now by this shift from Jupiter and Saturn moving into Aquarius, for this chart, we're going to say that it's affecting both the 7th house and the 8th house, even though the 8th house is the house that has Aquarius actually ruling the cusp, because there's 12 degrees of Aquarius still in the 7th house that we need to account for. So I hope that video was helpful for you. As always, you're welcome to email me questions, and I'm going to have a new Be Your Own Astrologer class starting out very soon. I'm also offering a mentorship program for those of you who are on the path to becoming professional astrologers and would like some support and guidance along that path.